Good morning, friends. It is Tuesday, November 26th. I'm getting ready. I picked up a 2-day out of Orlando. We are going to Pensacola for the day. Nothing too crazy. It's 3 flights today. A deadhead in the morning and 2 flights back to Orlando. Then I'm spending Thanksgiving here with my family, my husband, off Friday. And then I commute Friday, actually, to New York, unless someone picks up my 2-day Boston over the weekend. It's a pretty good trip, that trip, so we'll see. However it ends up going is fine. It's very cold here in Orlando. Right now, it's like in the 40s, so bringing back the turtleneck and my big jacket that's upstairs. I already meal prepped breakfast for the next 2 days for myself and for Devin. In regards to like dinner, he's all good to handle all that on his own. Whatever my parents cook, so he can just pack that for lunch and dinner. Me, I bring like pre-made meat, cup minute rice. I bring my snacks and all that, but it's only for a meal. Breakfast, lunch, dinner for today and then tomorrow, and try not to go too crazy over that. But yeah, I have been reading in Matthew. I am 3 books into the Gospels, so I already read John, Mark. I was a little halfway through Luke until Devin asked if I could read Matthew with him. This is his second time going through Matthew, so it's my first time going through Matthew. And wow, like the wisdom in Matthew, everything that Jesus is saying is like, obviously it's the New Testament, everything on the commandments, so much wisdom. I'll give my mom something, all right? This one's for my mom. So my mom would always tell me, especially like with this career, you want to go on all those adventures, you want to take all those risks. And my mom is just always telling me, she kind of says it in a way where it comes off like God can only take care of you so much. And I never liked that. I never liked that. I never believed in that. I know I'm blessed. I know all my family and friends are blessed. Like, I just know it. But then I read a section in Matthew where it says, where the devil is tempting Jesus, and then Jesus responds to him in a way where it felt like I had a circle moment in what my mom was actually trying to tell me this whole time, and it was just the biblical way. So it's in Matthew 3. It's in Matthew chapter 4, verses 5 through 7, and it says, "Then the devil took him to the holy city and had him stand on the highest point of the temple. 'If you are the Son of God,' he said, 'throw yourself down, for it is written, He will command His angels concerning you, and they will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone.' And Jesus answered him, 'It is also written, do not put the Lord your God to the test.'" So I was like, okay. I can feel like I resonated with that in a sense where I tell my mom I'm going to go explore by myself, or on this layover I have these plans and whatnot, and she would tell me, you can't put yourself in positions where it's going to be harder for God to protect you in the way that you want Him to, or the way that you expect Him to. So yeah, that's just a word for this cute little vlog. I have to get ready. I'm testing my mama's limits right now. She drives me to work whenever I pick up a shift out of Orlando. So I have to pack all my lunch in a bag, get dressed, do my hair and makeup. So I'll see you guys in a bit. So this is what I had meal prepped. This morning I woke up and I just made a bunch of these for Deb and I. The same from the last vlog. And my coffee go-to with protein drink in it. It's caramel protein, so it substitutes literally cream and sugar. It tastes delicious. You don't need anything else. OOTD. I've been waiting to wear this coat. Could be because I haven't worked. But here it is. The best coat. I don't feel anything when I'm in this coat. I'm wearing my turtleneck, my vest, and my pants with my little heels. My mom's waiting for me in the car, so I'm gonna head out. Oh, let me show you my luggage. Oh. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't take my Stanley because she could be very, very annoying. But this is my cute little setup. I usually have her hanging and sitting on that. But there I pack my clothes, my shoes. There are like toiletries, books, notebooks, my work phone, and that's my lunch bag. There we have it. On a sit. Now these sits, we don't get paid for them. One. So we just sometimes have to sit in certain airports waiting to work the next flight that they need us to work. So we flew from Orlando here to Cincinnati, Ohio, and we're on this sit for about 3 hours, which is crazy. And then when we go to Atlanta, from here, Cincinnati to Atlanta, we have another sit. I think it's like an hour-ish. And then we go to Pensacola. So we don't get paid for sits. That's something you should know when applying because it's almost guaranteed you're gonna have a sit somewhere in your rotations. And you know, you can bring a book, you can be on your phone, you can chill in the lounge or the airport that you're in. So it's not all that bad. Unless you are just very eager to want to make money every minute of your time being a flight attendant, which I'll tell you is just not the thing, but it's worth it. It's chill. The view is beautiful. I'm gonna film it on my phone for you to see. So I'm here with I trying to just munch on a few chips. It's almost empty. But yeah, I have my breakfast for tomorrow, another bag of chips with some food, rice, and my protein. This is a really beautiful lounge. It's very little, but it's a vibe. From New Orleans. I was supposed to be in Pensacola, but supposed to be in Pensacola, but we got rerouted from when we were getting ready to go from Cincinnati to Atlanta. Crew scheduling called us and told us half of the crew is now going to be going to New Orleans on a layover instead of Pensacola. So from Atlanta, we were supposed to go straight to Pensacola, but that didn't happen. Me and my coworker Chris were having to wreck the flight to here, New Orleans. But it's better. It was a shorter flight, express service. Better plane, longer layover, nicer hotel, yada yada yada, all that. But a crazy incident did just happen yesterday here in this hotel, so that's why we were rerouted, because a lot of flight attendants called out, but kind of had no choice. So that's what's happening. We're here, we're getting picked up at 1:30. And yeah, I warmed up my dinner. I'm going to have that now. It's 9:56, almost 10. Just gonna wind down for the night, as I always do, watching YouTube. And I'll check back in with you guys later. Good morning from New Orleans. It was a great night of sleep. I think I knocked out around 10 something. I must have knocked out. And my body woke me up like around 6:30 naturally, which is a really nice feeling. And I went back to bed. I woke up just a few minutes ago. It's like 7:30. We're an hour back than what I'm used to in my time zone in Florida, so I think that's why I woke up very early. That was one thing I was trying to practice as being a wife, was waking up with my husband at the time that he wakes up. So Devin wakes up around pretty early, around 4:15, 4:30, like within from 4 to 4:30 he wakes up, and he does some stuff for his job, and I'd wake up like around 5, and I'd make sure the house is good, he is with everything that he needs to start a successful day, make sure he packs all his food, he has his coffee. And it's been really humbling. It's been so beautiful honoring him in that way, as I want to be that traditional wife for him. I mean, we've been together for almost 10 years, and I don't remember once, like, granted, I am a preparer, so I do things the night before, but like sometimes when I get behind, I don't have the opportunity to do things the night before. So when he'd wake up early, he would make the coffee, or he'd wake up with my dad wakes up at the same time, and my dad would like make the coffee, kind of set the tone of the morning. And throughout all this is what has been recent, but throughout like all the years that we've had our own place together and stuff like that, majority of our stuff would be prepped the night before, so we would always wake up together, but we never had to wake up this early before. And yeah, so it feels nice honoring him in this way with time, honoring God. And I have my Bible time during his commute to work, which is right now a pretty long commute that he has to work. So that's how I want to honor the Lord and honor Devin during that time, is like my Bible time, my worship time. And it's been very, very nice. It's something I prayed a lot on, to be given like his strength to carry me through all these new ways I want to be a good wife. My husband is currently working on some goals that he has for himself, and I thought it would be more motivating for me, especially because like that week and a half lag I say very lightly that I had, I thought I'd be more motivated, but I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to have your same goals when it comes to like his health and fitness and like mental health and all that. I want my own goals. And I was looking on Pinterest. So there's Holy Girl 40, there's 75 Hotter Challenge, and 75 Holy. So I'm like, okay, these could kind of all be intertwined and become one in a sense. Also, I'm going to be cutting my hair soon. Do you want to see how short I plan on cutting my hair? What do we think? This is exciting. I cannot wait to cut my hair. My hair has been so long and unhealthy for quite a few years. I have not cut my hair to my shoulders since I want to say 2017. Yeah, I'm ready to go into the new year. Like, I have certain expectations going into the new year, feeling fulfilled already and not hoping to be fulfilled by the year. Like, I want to go in already knowing like everything I have and everything like I need is already here in my presence in the Lord, and I don't need to go into the new year searching for that fulfillment or like striving towards these goals that are not going to fulfill me. So this is Holy Girl 40 from Pinterest. Look how cool. So dedicate 40 days to reset yourself through Jesus. Wake up before 8 a.m. I'm sure a majority of my hot girlies already do that. Spend time with Jesus the first hour of the day. Read the Bible. Listen to a podcast. Worship, and do not go through social media. Move your body for 30 minutes. Dedicate 1 hour of the day to a God-sized goal. Prayer walk for 15 minutes. Nourish body with healthy foods. Journal what God teaches you. 1 chapter of the Bible in the morning and then at night. A little to no secular music. Pray in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. Church on Sunday in person or online, no excuse. And here's a prayer for whoever this resonated with. Lord, I pray you give me the strength to prioritize you. You want what is best for me, and it is time to choose, and it is time for me to chase you, as you are the truth and you are the way of life. Lord, I pray these days you stay centered in my daily routine and transform me to who you created me to be. In Jesus' name, amen. 75 Hotter Challenge definitely does not fall within like a biblical goal. Not a biblical goal, but it doesn't fall within like a goal that sounds very like you're trying to grow closer to God in a sense. It's just it's not bad goals that they have here, but it's very similar to Holy Girl 40. So it says 75 Hotter Challenge, magical mornings, get some sun, sip on something to drink, self-reflect, no phone for the first hour of being awake. Affirmations and gratitude, positive affirmation and gratitude lists in the morning and night. Let's sit there for a minute. You can look back on my channel and see how I was very, very involved in like all of the crystals and all of that like non-biblical spirituality, the tarot cards, all of that. And I've learned reasons of why I don't need all of that non-biblical spirituality in my life. But what I did practice a lot during that time was journaling and positive affirmations, even if it was writing it down on notes. I'm still on like a borderline if that is diabolical or not. But when you say it out loud, it sounds like, really, girl, like how? It's just positive affirmations. I think it's just the intent behind it. Is it to grow closer to God, or are these affirmations pulling you further away from having a relationship with God, like affirming that I am capable of these things, or putting my affirmation in the Lord and knowing that He can do all these things in Christ Jesus? So that is like my borderline with it. If I'm going to be doing like affirmations and gratitude lists, I'm going to do it for the Lord and not bringing like a praise and glory to myself in a sense. So if that resonates with you, I feel like that could be a word for someone. So take that how it's being delivered to you right now. Okay, self-improvement. Meditate or pray. Journal, read, or do something creative. Water, drink 2 liters of water a day. Try to get the first liter in by noon. No crap talking and complaining. You must follow it up with 2 positive things. So that's cool, like that, like if you have a goal in mind where it's like, all right, like no complaining or like no gossiping, no stuff like that, like you can almost immediately catch yourself in those moments where you're like, okay, well, I'm coming off ungrateful. Okay, well, like I don't need to be talking about this person if they're not around, in that sense. Movement, 10K steps a day. I would love to get 10,000 steps in a day. And I would love that for all my girls too, because that would make just such a difference mentally. Getting 10,000 steps a day, if that means like going outdoors and doing that, yeah. Plus one form of movement each day: walking, running, yoga, Pilates, dancing, swimming, or weightlifting. Diet: cook meals at home, limit caffeine and sugary drinks. Clean, tidy your space, declutter, make your bed. Self-care: brush and floss teeth, take off makeup, washing your face, take daily vitamins, supplements, and or prescriptions. So that was 75 hotter, and then 75 holy. I think this is the one that I'm like, okay, this is a good blend of grabbing the ones that I actually like from the first two. And I love that it started off with a Bible verse. In James: count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds, for you know that testing of your faith produces steadfastness. So wake up early to spend 30 minutes of your morning in God's presence, prayer, word, or worship. Intentional prayer time: choose 2 people to pray over. When I read that, I was like, oh my God, I love that. Absolutely love that. Choose one personal, I'm a little blind. My phone is right here and I'm still reading the wrong things. Choose one personal thing to fast from during this time. 30 to 45 minute workout daily of moving your body 6 out of 7 days a week. Right? 6 things you're grateful for that God has provided you with. That's the key, honey. Eat balanced meals and drinking 2 to 3 liters of water per day. I love this one. This one is very more towards the realistic side. And I think that's why I'm like falling in love with this so much, because all this time I've just been focused and I idolized my wedding, and I felt like I wasn't doing a lot of things for the sake of having this to continue past my wedding. It almost felt like, all right, boom, I made it to my wedding. Now I could fall back on my goals. And that's just not the mindset I want to have. I don't want to idolize a certain timeline or a certain challenge to be checked off and completed, and then I fall back. Like that's not how, God prepares us to be successful, and it's to live a life fully devoted to Him and all that He's blessed us with. I remember I was telling you guys how I'm like waking up early with Devin. I'm telling you, being a Proverbs 31 woman is just such a blessing, knowing like how much society shames being like a good wife or a good woman, and saying like, oh, talking about equal rights and all these different things. But it says it in the Bible. It's in the Bible that you are to serve your husband. You are to serve your provider. And it's not like you're his slave, but you do serve him as he should be serving you. So I'm just going to leave this off with, what is a Proverbs 31 woman? So, who is a wife? She is trustworthy. She is productive. She is kind. She fears the Lord. She is valued. She is generous. She is a peaceful presence. She speaks with purpose. She is a good steward. She doesn't defer to worry. She is resourceful. She cares for the poor and for the needy. She speaks highly of her husband. She takes care of her home. She is wise. She is not lazy. She pours energy into her marriage. She forgives freely. She provides a sanctuary from the world. She does not negotiate with the things of the world. She manages her home. She is loved beyond measure. I love it. All right, guys. I'll leave that off there and get back into the word. I'll catch you guys later. Hello. I'm still here in my hotel room. I love that I'm going to be staying in this entire layover. It's only 10:30. I've been up since 7, and I recently bought a planner from TJ Maxx, and it's an undated planner, and it's very like, it's just so different. I've never had a planner like this. And whatever, I'm filling it out, and I'm like, it is so crazy the way my goals have changed throughout the years. Like, I'm a planner girl. I love planners, especially like just having planners going into the new year. I always get excited about that too. I probably have like 3 planners a year from the past 10 years, and I save all of them, whatever. So my goals when I used to be in school, living with Devin, and we would work like Uber and Uber Eats to survive while going to school. My goals would always be go to school, work 12 hours of Uber, make this amount of money. Like, it was always like a goal, like a certain thing that I needed to reach daily, weekly, monthly. And I've always loved being that way, but I can see where like my burnout and surrender to God came from, because looking back on all those planners and all those memories, I'm like, wow, like I relied on myself to obtain all these different like financial goals, health goals, all these different things. And of course, like, we have to position ourselves to reach these goals in a way and be helped by God. But I was setting these crazy goals, like crazy things that I'm like, girl, no wonder you got burnt out. No wonder you're so tired, or you were so tired. And now I'm like, now my goals are like morning Bible time, get certain amount of steps in a day, like find 2 people to pray for. It's just a full circle moment I'm having right now. Like, very like super laid back, obviously still things that get you closer to an improved version of yourself, but not so intense.
Hip on my face. You know what I'm saying?
I did the same. That's so cute. YouTube. Hey. Hi. Say happy Thanksgiving 2024. You're watching Grandma make the turkey. Ma, it's memories.
Okay, do not put that, post that anywhere.
It's only for YouTube. For thousands of people. As I try to get famous. Happy Thanksgiving 2024. Say Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
4.
Happy Thanksgiving 2024.
Happy Thanksgiving 24.
22 y 30 de noviembre, Cine Day SHM te regala